spent in a miserable way.
U.S. News: potential persons of interest seen on camera, sought for questioning in Empire star's Alleg. Authorities locate photos of persons of interest in Smollett case. Link to this video. Embed this video. More videos 1 of 9. There are new developments on that alleged hate crime and beating of Empire star Jussie Smollett. NBC5 Chicago police detectives located Wednesday a surveillance camera that shows potential. Police said they were planning to put out a community alert with photos from the camera at some point Wednesday evening. Detectives were seeking to identify and interview the two subjects depicted in the picture, walking on New Street near Illinois, between 1:30 a.m. to 1:45 a.m. in order to determine whether they may have any involvement in the reported incident, or if they may have witnessed the incident, police said. The images released by police show two shadowy figures with barely distinguishable features. Jussie Smollett was attacked in Chicago by two men who yelled racial and homophobic slurs as they beat him with their fists and tied a rope around his neck. In Baldonado, detectives have reviewed surveillance footage of Smollett walking to a downtown Chicago apartment after an early morning visit to a Subway restaurant, but none of it showed an attack on the actor, a police official said Wednesday. Mayor Rahm Emanuel spoke about the release of the images during a press conference on cold weather preparations Wednesday night. Obviously.
Looking up, open the park,